Some 13 years ago, Breaking Bad aired its first episode, and the new golden age of television turned a deeper shade of blue. The protagonist Walter White was a monster more frightening than any faced by Mulder and Scully. This was an everyman who fell on hard times after a cancer diagnosis, then used his genius, and the help of a former student, to build a crystal meth cartel. It was the biggest American dream come true, until he destroyed himself and everyone he loved in the process. And what a process it was, a slow-rolling yet breakneck speed tragedy that made for 5 seasons of the most compulsively watchable television ever aired. The show's uncanny ability to craft sequences, even entire episodes and multi-episode runs, of unbearably suspenseful action may be its greatest legacy. But in a strange way, that legacy is obscured by its protagonist's high-concept character arc, the slow transformation of a resentful but mild-mannered high school chemistry teacher into a mass-murdering drug lord, or as the show creator, Vince Gilligan put it, turning Mr. Chips into Scarface. Revisit Breaking Bad's writer's strike-shortened first season, however, and you'll see that things went south for Bryan Cranston's beleaguered anti-hero almost immediately. The cold open for the very first episode depicts him recording a farewell message to his family because he believes he's about to be arrested or murdered. He's also just killed someone for the first time. It will become a hard habit to break. More than anything else, the emphasis on action turned Breaking Bad into must-see TV that grew its audience like Heisenberg grew his meth empire. This technique can be found everywhere you look in television today, from the battle set pieces of Game of Thrones to the white-knuckle espionage of the Americans. The shows that have taken Gilligan out, company slam pedal to the metal approach all have very little in common with one another on the surface, or even directly beneath it. But Breaking Bad's gift for conveying the scope of Walt's moral destructiveness through action is encoded in their shared DNA. All of this gets overlooked in favor of the show's place at the apex of the anti-hero trend, a subgenre of TV drama now as criticized as it was once celebrated. Paired in the public mind, and in network marketing, with its AMC stablemate Mad Men, Breaking Bad was also a merciless autopsy of an archetypal angry white man. Too often, it was treated by facile think pieces as a celebration of such men, rather than a dissection of them. Fans, too, could get it wrong. In the grand tradition of viewers who watch The Sopranos just to see who got whacked, a sizable segment of the audience tuned in to watch Heisenberg trounce all his enemies, some of whom believed that his own wife, Skylar White, belonged on the list. Most importantly, and more than any other show of its time, Breaking Bad proved that you can have your cake and choke on it too. Boasting roller coaster thrills, catchphrase gold, science, bitch. I am the one who knocks, and a crack supporting cast so strong that they could sustain an entire second spin-off show like Better Call Saul. Breaking Bad was an absolute blast to watch and a delight to look forward to every week. Yet it bore no illusions about the horrors being committed in its hero's name. It never passed up an opportunity to remind us what he'd done in the name of family. Its balance between the exquisite and the awful, thrilling us with Walt's misadventures one moment, beating us emotionally bloody with them the next, was unequaled in its time. It remains an achievement worth remembering and rewatching. To paraphrase the original Ozymandias himself, look on its works, ye mighty.